Hey guys, what's up? It's Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get a six-pack, or how do you lose belly fat, and how does Manflow Yoga fit into that? This is a really common question that I get. I think a lot of the reason for that is because people look at me and they think that, oh, you have a six-pack, so if I do some of your workouts on YouTube, then I'll also get a six-pack. And that's not exactly how it works, but I am going to tell you the one simple trick. Don't leave yet. I'm being pretty sarcastic with this. The one simple trick to losing belly fat and getting a six-pack, and that is lifestyle change. That is living a lifestyle in which you are working out regularly, in which you are working out in a way that gets you to have six-pack abs, eating well, managing your stress, and sleeping well. But that's a lot. So I'm just going to talk about how exercise fits into that. And I'm going to give you kind of my walkthrough of progression for exercise, how to safely get from using Manflow Yoga to including other workouts, combining that in a way that's going to help you get to that six-pack or get to that belly fat loss. So this is a question that came from one of our members. This video is part of our member series or member question series, in which I address a question that I think is a good question or something that's worth exploring and something that would be beneficial to you guys. So number one, the way that Manflow Yoga fits into helping you to get that six pack and getting rid of belly fat is by forming a foundation of fitness, helping you build core strength, helping you build adequate levels of mobility so that you can exercise safely and effectively. A lot of that also comes down to body awareness, to improving your balance, to building just a foundational level of strength. So there's a ton of stuff that we do in Manflow Yoga to help build kind of the base layer of your fitness. Number two, from there, you're going to want to add on resistance training. And resistance training is the reason why, is because it's the best way to build muscle. It's the best way for you to efficiently build muscle, which helps you to increase your fat burning capacity. The more muscle mass that you have, the higher your basal metabolic rate, which means the more calories you burn at rest. And if we can increase that rate, that means that over time you're going to burn more calories, and that's going to help you lose more fat. It also allows you to be a little less strict with your lifestyle, so you can get away with, going off track with your diet more often, or having those foods you shouldn't have. Because if you have more if you have more muscle, then you're able to burn fat more easily. And then number three, you're going to want to start to incorporate exercises that are more intense, things that have you pushing yourself at a maximum effort for 30 or 45 seconds, things that you would find in a HIIT workout, a high intensity interval training, something like that. And the reason for that is that type of exercise helps you burn the most fat and helps you add on muscle. So that's kind of my path, and I'm not done yet, so keep listening. But that's kind of my path for how Manflow Yoga fits into belly fat or losing belly fat in terms of exercise, right? So that's just the exercise portion. So number one, using Manflow Yoga as a foundation of your fitness. Number two, adding resistance training on top of that to help you build more muscle and therefore to burn more fat at rest and just help you burn more fat in general. And then number three, adding on more intense exercise that's going to help you burn more fat, that's going to help you basically get to that lean kind of shredded look. So that's my suggested method of how to do that. But that's just one part. Really, we also need to look at lifestyle change. And the best way to do that is sustainably. So it might be tempting to look at these success stories of people, who got fed up with the way that they were, and they completely overhauled their life, and they started doing all these new things, all of these brand new habits all at once. And it's just not likely that that's how lifestyle change. It's not common that happens. The best way to address lifestyle change in a way that is sustainable and actually last is to make slow changes over time. You want to make changes and start doing, new habits in a way that you can actually keep up with those changes. Because if you just try to do 27 new habits at once, let's say you just start living a healthy life, and you say the next Monday I'm going to sleep 10 hours, I'm going to eat a healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm not going to have any snacks, I'm going to work out twice a day. By the time it hits Wednesday, you're not going to be doing it anymore, because we have a limited amount of willpower. It's more effective to build habits around using your environment to help encourage you to practice certain habits instead of relying on willpower, which kind of gets into a whole nother topic, which I cover in what's called my Build the Habit Challenge, which is on my website. But I don't want to get off track there. The point is, there are three suggestions that I have in terms of how to implement lifestyle change. And number one is doing it in a way that is sustainable. So doing it slowly, 1 or 2 habits at a time, and focusing on getting that change to be slow and progressive instead of immediately overhauling, your entire lifestyle. Number 2, you want to do this in a way that's enjoyable. Not ideally, but if you really want to get a six-pack, it's going to take a long time. It could take months, but it might also take years. So we have to do this in a way that is enjoyable, because you're going to give it up if it's not fun. Thinking about this as a means to an end is probably not going to work out. So we have to live this healthy lifestyle in a way that we actually enjoy it, that we want to do it, so we stick with it long enough to really see the results. And then the third point here that I want to make, and this is the final point in lifestyle change, is that we really need to look at the small victories as we're going through this process. Because if all you do is look in the mirror and see, oh, I don't have a six-pack yet, this isn't working, then you're not going to have any motivation to keep it going. You need to look at things like, how do you feel throughout the day? Do you feel satisfied after you finish a workout? Do you feel proud of yourself? What's your energy level like? When you first start working out, you're going to lose some fat, but you're also going to build muscle. So your weight actually might not change, and that's fine. We need to look at your body fat composition. We need to look at your body composition instead, looking at how much body fat do you have versus how much lean muscle do you have. Because your weight actually might not change if you start at like 25% body fat, and then you go down to like 15% overall body fat. And that's a fantastic change. You're going to feel a lot better there, but the scale is not going to reflect that number at all. So just kind of recapping, Manful Yoga helps with belly fat and helps to build a six-pack by, in terms of exercise, number one, helping you build that strong foundation of fitness, of strength, mobility, and body awareness that allows you to exercise safely. Number two, on top of that, you want to start doing resistance training, because again, that's the best way for you to build muscle, to help you burn more fat at rest and burn more fat over time. And then number three, we want to add in those more intense movements, doing things where you are at your maximum effort for 30 to 45 seconds at a time, because that's going to be the most effective way in terms of exercise to get rid of fat and help you get lean and help you get that kind of chiseled look. But if you go straight to that third level of fitness and you skip the other two, your body's not going to be able to handle it. If you don't have that strength, if you don't have that mobility, then your body's just going to break down. Your joints are going to feel terrible. You're not going to be able to keep up your workout routines. You're not going to be able to keep doing those workouts consistently. So you really need to start with isometric movements, things that we do in Manful Yoga. Build that strength, build that mobility, and then progress. And then in terms of the lifestyle change, it's got to be slow. It's got to be sustainable. Remember, we're doing this to change the entire way that you live your life. That sounds dramatic, but that is the goal. We need to live a lifestyle which encourages you to have a six-pack. It's not just something that you automatically turn on and off, something that you do as a means to an end. The second part of that, doing it in a way that's enjoyable, that makes you want to keep doing it, because again, we need to do it long term, and if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it long term. And then number 3, we need to look at the small victories while we're doing that. We need to pay attention to the other benefits of healthy living. You know, feeling better, moving better, sleeping better, less stress, feeling more accomplished, that, you know, you're working out and taking care of yourself. Those things are actually, over time, and as you practice that, those things are going to be much more rewarding than looking in the mirror and seeing that you have a six-pack. So, you know, it's about the process. As cliche as it is, it's the, what does Miley Cyrus say? It's not the peak, it's the climb. Journey, it's the climb. Someone else will comment here and tell me what it is. So yeah, that's how it works. At least that's my recommendation for doing it. And there's a whole lot of other factors involved here. You know, a 10-minute video is not going to give you all the information you need about getting a six-pack. You're going to have to go out and learn different things for yourself. You're going to have to get excited about the process and about learning what to do, testing out for yourself what works and what doesn't. And again, keeping in mind that this is a very long, slow process. But if you can do this, you're going to be much happier in 2 years than you would be if you just try to do it all at once within 2 weeks, if that makes sense. So again, this is part of our member question series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this in the members area, thank you for being part of our community. If we've shared this on social media or on YouTube for marketing purposes and you're watching this, I hope you enjoy the video. Like it, comment, let me know if you have questions. We might add it to our member questions videos in the future. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.